Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back. Listen, I want to talk real quick about Real Housewives of Potomac star Miss Robyn Dixon. She has been the talk of the week. Understand, okay? I really want to get into this post that I saw over on Instagram where they were kind of alleging that Robyn Dixon has been fired by Andy, okay? I'll get into it. I did see where media takeout was referenced, and I'll be honest, I don't really be believing what all is over there on their website, okay? But we're going to get into the article, get into what are some, we're going to get into some of the things that have been said, and then I'm going to let you know how I really feel about it, whether I really believe this or whether I don't believe it, okay? So the post goes, he read Robyn, told Robyn that she won't be back next season. Okay, so let's get into more and see what the people are actually saying here. They're saying after a recent Watch What Happens Live taping, which featured Robyn Dixon and an audience member, or at least an audience member, told Media Takeout that Andy Cohen allegedly read Robyn throughout the entirety of the interview for the exposure of her recent lies. Okay, they said Andy was also allegedly heard telling Robyn she's fired. That don't even sound right out the gate to me personally. I'm sure he probably did have Robyn on. We'll have to see that. I feel like in the coming weeks it'll prove whether or not Robyn was really on Watch What Happens Live. But then also him just saying you're fired or whatever. I don't think that just, I don't know. For me, okay, it doesn't strike me as a move Andy would make. I think that he will get her where it hurts when she's sitting around waiting for a contract, or he's going to demote her in some fashion, or hey, we're going to give you less money. Da, da, da. I don't know, okay? The fact that so many people are talking about this lets Andy know, in my opinion, okay, I'm not in production or anything, but I would think that it will let Andy know, the team know that, hey, a lot of people are interested in this, and it may be one of those things where it's like, if we bring you on next season, you're going to have to discuss this because, of course, they're going to get more viewers. More viewers means more advertising dollars, all of that good stuff, and then more checks for whoever, you know what I'm saying, is going to get the check. So that's what I would think. So I don't think he necessarily fired her. Maybe some demotions or things may have happened. I recently did my watch along for my people over on Patreon, and I put a quick snippet up on YouTube as well, where I kind of talked about the Kenya Moore situation when Kenya Moore ended up getting married without the cameras and everything. Wasn't there some type of issue? I believe they were talking about her being demoted, or at least her pay being cut. I feel like there was some type of issue that happened with Kenya where she was indeed in trouble for taking that route. Okay, so maybe Miss Robyn will still be in a similar situation. But let's keep going because there is more to this article. Okay. So the post says, and the source is Media Takeout, right? They're saying yesterday, Robyn Dixon flew to New York City to tape Watch What Happens Live, which was taped in front of a live studio audience and will be aired on Sunday following the season's finale of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So we gonna see. I feel like we're gonna have to revisit this post at some point, okay? But we gotta see, is Robyn really going to be on the show after the season finale? Okay, maybe it does make sense if she is on, now that I'm thinking about it, because one, she just got married. Two, they are going to be showing to us some of the photos or whatever, some of the things from her wedding, right? In addition to that, they're also supposed to be getting into, shoot, she been the talk of the town, like I told y'all, for the past week. So maybe he's going to bring her on there to address more stuff. So it's possible. We'll see. Okay. So then the article continues to read, and we spoke with the person in the audience who explained that it was one of the most explosive episodes in the show's history. Typically, Andy is friendly and cordial to his guests. He asks prodding questions, but is always lighthearted, and Andy never gets too personal in the interview. But this interview was different. During the current season of Real Housewives of Potomac, Robyn held back some crucial information about her personal life that would have made the season much better. Okay, they said Andy Cohen feels the same way that Carlos King does, and he confronted Robyn about it on the upcoming episode of Watch What Happens Live. And this is according to Media Takeout, where they say they have confirmed this. Okay, so I feel like all of this is really alleged. Okay, but it's open for us to have a conversation about it. All right, what else? So the audience member explained Andy was not having it. He read Robyn all through the interview. I was sitting in the audience with my mouth open like, what am I watching? Here's the thing. I feel like if this is indeed true and something like this happened, we won't even see it anyway because they're so good at editing things out, right? They do such a great job of editing Giselle out of certain things, right? When it comes down to the reunion. And they're also good at showing us things in the preview to get us excited about the season and then not showing us those things actually playing out during the season. So, child, they probably edited that out. I don't think it would be a good representation for Watch What Happens Live if we did see him snap off on her. So I'm sure that's going to be edited out, period. Okay. But I'm still questioning whether or not this actually happened in front of the audience. I don't know. I haven't heard too many moments of Andy being unhinged and kind of like going off. I just can't recall many, but you guys leave some down in the comments. I mean, the only time I really seen Andy do the most was as far as, maybe a little bit of out of character girl was when he was doing New Year's Eve and he was a little too lit or whatever, and you could tell. But y'all leave some comments down below and let me know if you've seen anything and whether or not you believe this is right up the alley of the character of Andy, so it's highly possible. Okay, leave the comments down below. Okay, the person goes on to say it's must-see TV. Please tell everyone that reads media takeout to watch it. You won't regret it. Well, I feel like with media takeout, you can't necessarily tell everybody to watch it. You won't regret it because we don't even know if they actually gonna put that in there. And first of all, if it's including Robyn and we know that Andy's going to ask any questions about, her marriage or the affair or anything, people are going to be tuned in anyway, if you ask me. But as far as us tuning in to see him kind of like go off on her, I don't necessarily see that happening, but let's keep going. So it continues to read, and there's more. The audience member claims that after the cameras turned off, Andy told Robyn that she won't be back next season. Listen, I just don't believe that. I just don't. I don't believe that's how he handles business. If it were to have happened, I could see Robyn doing what she always does and acting unfazed by the situation. If it were a situation where Robyn did not have this job, I really believe the relationship or the marriage that she has with Juan Dixon will not last much longer. You feel what I'm saying? That's just a personal thought, right? But let's go ahead and get down to the rest of it because there is more, and I do believe that this is the last part. So it goes on to say it's not clear that Andy has the authority to fire Robyn from the show, since he's no longer a decision-making executive at Bravo. But Media Takeout can confirm that Bravo has enormous influence on who is and who isn't casted. When you say Bravo, see, that's a mistake right there. But Media Takeout can confirm that Bravo, or did you mean to say, but Media Takeout can confirm that Andy has enormous influence on who is and who isn't casted on the network's reality shows. And if he wants her out, she's out, okay? This is what is being posted over on Everything Housewives on Instagram, okay? And their source was Media Takeout, okay? Now, understand now, we only can take things with from Media Takeout with a grain of salt. So this is not confirmed. I do feel as though this is indeed alleged, but it is open for us to have a conversation about it, like whether you do believe that this indeed happened, whether you don't believe that it happened. Do you think she should be fired? Do you think she should just be demoted? What do you think should happen with Robyn Dixon when it comes to Real Housewives of Potomac? Okay, go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments down below. That's all that I have at this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. You also can catch me over on Patreon as well. Okay, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.